All right, here we have a Goodman unit. This particular one is a R454B, I'm sorry. You can tell by the A2L sensor. So we're gonna remove this blower motor here. First we gotta check if we're getting any power. I mean, this is our main disconnect here. No power coming in. Then we're gonna wanna get all these loose. This A2L sensor here might be in the way. We just disconnect it here and pull it down. Just be careful, because if you break that, the system won't work. So as you can see, this bar here is obstructing. We're gonna wanna take this out. Obviously, we're gonna wanna use two hands for this. Boom. All right, our blower motor. Usually if I have a marker, I'm gonna mark these, but should be pretty easy to put it back in place, and just make sure these are to the side here. Okay. Next, there's just one screw on each side holding this in. We're gonna loosen this screw. Now it is being held, if you can see back there, on that bracket, so it won't just fall on you. So unscrew. Okay. Okay. Blower motor comes out. Be mindful of all your wires. You don't want to be pulling anything or ripping anything out. So have some leeway with those brackets, and just pull her out. Now I did get it out, but you can see that the ground is still attached. So let's get that off. So next we need to loosen these three bolts to get this harness off and disconnected from the motor. Of course, got my snap-ons. Of course. All right. Smooth as butter. Be mindful of all your washers. Don't lose those. If this motor gets out of balance, it will shake and make a whole bunch of noise, and you'll be back to the customer's house. Okay, wait, it's not coming out yet. Why is it not coming out? On this side, if you flip it over, we have a square nut that is actually holding the squirrel cage or the fan blades onto the actual motor itself, so we need to remove this nut. Now, there's two ways of doing this. You could use your service wrench or an actual adjustable. The inside of your service wrench doesn't look too strong, so I like to use my adjustable and breaker loose, and then just finish her off with the ratchets. Okay, once we get this square nut off, the whole assembly should just slide right out. Okay. Now to go further, you would to take off this harness, you would undo these nuts, take off the harness, put it on the new motor, so on and so forth. All right, let's put her all back together. Okay, now that we're putting it back together, see how there's a flat part on the shaft? That's where your screw screws into. Okay. Get your screws back in place. We didn't tighten our square screw on the blade just yet. We're gonna wait until we center it. I'll show you. Alright, now if we were just to tighten it when we turn the machine on, one, the machine would probably destroy itself, and two, you get this horrible sound. So we have to put, I don't know if you can see that, but I am moving it in and out, the squirrel cage, the fan blades itself, in and out in the center, so that when we spin it, there's no noises in the center. Okay, once we find that, we're gonna line up our flat part with the screw. Okay, maybe fix it a little bit. And then we're gonna tighten that really good. Okay, once we've tightened our screw, we're gonna spin it to verify it's not hitting anything. Okay. And we're gonna put it back in. Okay. Don't forget your grounding screw. Actually, see the symbol for ground on the actual fan motor. And then we're gonna slide it in on these brackets here. Okay, I'm gonna put our two screws back in. But first, so there's 4 wires on this one and 5 wires on this one, right? I know this is my common L1 ground and L2, right? So if you look on the ECM, it says common L, ground, N. So this harness is for this one. Okay, 5 wires, 5 speeds. So this one goes here. Okay. Okay. Screws back in. Okay. Now we got to put this bar back. Yes. Okay. Bar in. Your A2L sensor. Back up through the bar, through the grommet. Make sure it's all the way seated. And then I'm going to put a zip tie back over here so that these wires stay in place. All right. Well, we are all connected. No noises when I spin it. Or see you at the next one, boys.